Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. Buenos dias, buenas noches, buenos tardes. If that's not in the right order, I don't know. Please sue me. Anyway, how you guys doing? Welcome, world. Today I was just kind of talking to myself, and yes, I talk to myself. Who doesn't nowadays? Keeps you sane. I was just talking to myself in my head, like, wow. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be a superhero. I've always wanted to be a hero. I've always wanted to, be like Superman, Batman, Iron Man, Captain America, or Spider-Man. And Lord knows I didn't know who Captain America or Iron Man was when I was growing up. But yeah, I have always wanted to be a superhero. So I kind of asked myself this question, like, if I had to be a superhero, who would I be? And not just because of the powers, but by personality. Who would I be? So I came up with the conclusion of Spider-Man. And because, everyone knows how Spider-Man is. If you don't know who Spider-Man is, crash course. Spider-Man, big nerdy, not big nerdy kid like fat, but he's just a nerd. He's a smart guy, intellectual person. Gets bitten by a radioactive spider. Becomes a superhero, but uses his powers, hold on, wait for it, for profit. Oh, wow. But yeah, so, becomes a wrestler. And one night he gets chipped. There's many versions of it, but in the end he lets a bad guy loose. And in the end, because of his action, one of his loved ones dies, and this is like loved one is like his father figure. So he dies and ends up becoming ends up looking for him and finds him, and he has a decision. On one hand, avenge his fallen loved one, by taking this guy's life, or doing what his loved one says, and do the right thing, be the bigger man, and famous quote from Spider-Man: "With great power comes great responsibility." So of course Peter Parker, that's Spider-Man, doing the right thing, takes the higher road, and even though every day he lives with it, he lives with the guilt. And the reason I choose Spider-Man because he's the most different hero out of everybody. He doesn't do really anything because it's the right thing to do. He does it out of guilt. Like, it all started out of guilt. Like, he became a superhero. He became this good guy, completely for the wrong reason. Like, he's like, I want to get revenge. I want to get back at this guy. But instead, still takes the high road, like the superhero he should be. But now he's guilty. Like, he's done so many things, and throughout his whole storyline, for most kids they don't know about Gwen Stacy except now for the movie, but spoiler alert, so if you have any expectations for the movie, stop right now. I'll give you a minute. Okay, so spoiler alert again. Gwen, and later on in his storyline, Gwen Stacy dies. The Green Goblin tosses Gwen Stacy off the bridge, and Spider-Man tries to save her by shooting his web, and tries pulling her up, but unfortunately, he does it too fast, too soon, too strong, where it snaps her neck. So, again, another tragedy in Peter Parker / Spider-Man's life, and becomes a guilty hero. And again, he has the opportunity to kill Green Goblin, but doesn't. It's taken away from him because Green Goblin's trying to kill him with his glider thing, and he ends up killing himself, like in Spider-Man 1, which is pretty accurate. So yeah. Now, the reason I explained all this is simply because it leads back to why I chose him. Because in the end, most of us don't do the right thing because it's the right thing. I do most things in my life because of guilt, or because I want to prevent guilt. I want to prevent these bad feelings and be a good person, just like Peter Parker. I'm sorry, I'm burping as I go. A lot of air is going into my lungs. And Peter Parker himself has been a man of great responsibility. He has great power, and but at the same time, he's not like Batman, where he does it for vengeance. Not like Superman, who does it because it's the American way, or like Captain America because he knows it's the right thing to do, or Iron Man because he wants to save the world. No, he does it because he feels strictly guilty for every wrong action that's gone in his life. He feels guilty for it, and we can all relate to that. And in all honesty, Spider-Man is like the most teenage relatable character in the world. Not that, it's the X-Men or Fantastic Four, but yeah, he's probably the most relatable person in the world because in all honesty, would you do like half the good things you do in life because it's the right thing to do? Including the nuns, the priests, and all the religious people who do it because God says it's the right thing to do. But for the normal people, for like the average Joe, or for even for people in general, have you ever really done the right thing because it was the right thing, or because it was the right thing to do because you felt bad before? In all honesty, you honestly can't say you did it just because it was right. You did it to prevent yourself from being guilty, or you just knew how it felt. So that's why I chose Peter Parker. So Spider-Man is my favorite superhero character. That's why I chose him as the person to present me if I had to be a person. And also, he's just witty. I love that guy. I try to be all quippy now, and especially his powers are just awesome. And again, segue. Another reason I chose Peter Parker, because like no matter how hard life gives it to him, and like it's given to him pretty rough, he's always come out on top, being the better person, being positive about life, and the world screws him over a lot, but he always comes back doing the right thing, and when he gets what he gets, he gets it because he deserves it, and he worked hard for it. Peter Parker for me is probably the most relatable character in the world, and probably for me the most iconic character to me. So, yeah, that's my vlog right now. If you have your favorite superhero, if you could be any superhero based on personality, hint, personality, not power, who would it be and why? Place a video, comment if you want to, place a comment if you want to, and just let me know. Alright guys, this is Justin. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening, drive safe, be safe, and wherever you are, whatever you're doing, be good. Alright, this is Justin, signing out. Later.